best teams. All these niggas.
Niggas play with Mahomes and think shit be sweet.
That nigga can make every throw in the game.
But
My man, Josh Allen.
yeah, but you rattle Josh, it be over for him. You can't rattle, dog.
Who, Josh?
Nah, you can't rattle Mahomes like that. He gonna stay ready all game. Josh, you gonna make him do some dumb shit. Oh, that's fine. We gotta go on ahead and do this right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings.
That's an ugly ass sweet color.
In Jacksonville. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but now...
Hold on here, hold on.
Hmm. You ready?
Hold on. Y'all ready here?
He's marked down officially at the 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get to him quickly.
Start on the ground with Chubb.
Just a yard to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb.
Come on, I need you to hold that.
Pickup of 3, getting it out to
Don't
the
let him get that momentum going.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
In motion, the tight end. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I ain't gonna let me jump for the ball.
Offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain, and the Browns are going to have a first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Drop your dumb ass back.
3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson fighting Amari Cooper. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play action. It's Lawrence rolling to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. ETN up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
Come on, I'm broke.
Plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. The York on now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Ready, 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running out of the gun with ETN. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Got a man here, it's Bryant. Before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And get him down on the other side of midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here. He also picks up a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dang. Did she end it? That was supposed to go to trial.
Touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field.
I'm glad I did that.
Even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out
Hello?
of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
You ain't never cleaned it up.
Give the defense a chance to settle down a little bit. give up a touchdown.
They break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Well done.
Marquez on to punt as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence now off the bootleg. On the move to his left.
Damn, that was my pick. Go out there with him.
We do have a penalty flag
Who out there?
However, let's see what that's about.
Shit. Oh.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper.
I'll hang on to the ball, boy.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game,
I'm
every single
good
stop
about
like
this
that
shit.
could be a difference maker.
What the fuck? Second?
So now 2nd and 10 after the
Hey.
incompletion on 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into
My shit
points?
back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
Give me my shit back.
The Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report.
No, just juke that nigga.
They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35.
Oh, yeah, go get that bit. Ah.
And this is going to hit the goal line.
I bumped his ass.
I saw you. I felt it on my control.
I bumped his shit. I see his ass.
I was coming. That was me. Damn. Come on, let's get it.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Trev out here,
Good job by
boo.
their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. All tied. In the
Oh, I hit that bitch. Come on.
down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
That nigga was so wide open. Good shit.
Circle, bro.
So wide open. Way to get there, fella. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all the whole time. That's why I work.
It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
Way to be there. Way to be there.
Incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Because they had to. It was 4th down.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Yeah.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you know, he gets stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They run it again with Chubb.
Come on, let me get in there.
Right near the line of scrimmage. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you that.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
This sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds.
Thought I fucking ran. I'm about to link to this. I just knew I was fucking run play, man. Fuck.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Don't get that bit.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Oh, this nigga bumping right into me.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was going for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open.
He bumped me. I could have returned that, dog.
That got eaten up, and they came up.
He bumped that nigga right into me.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
Tails never fails. Let's go.
It ain't first touchdown win on this.
Hell nah.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
Well, certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 73 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. the middle. It's Chubb. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. First throw in OT for Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Great fucking throw, Watson. Great catch, Coach.
Let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guy poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got into overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence.
Give me that shit.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught.
Punch that bitch up.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. They're looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, You might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light's still on for him.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne. Has some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A touchdown run there from a yard out. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Let's go, dummy. Get him out of here.
And they will remain down by a point. So a very interesting final chapter to this.
Ready for that.
Here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal. Elect to go for
That's how you get it done.
Still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was,
Punch him in that motherfucking face.
the post-game press conference is going to be.
You weren't worried about him.
Yeah, all right.
Why not a field goal attempt?
Like the aggressive.
Got an opportunity to win it right.
There wasn't nobody about to play no tie game.
Instead, you run it up.
Hey, do you?
We might need to stop.
You live with that.
Press conference on our way out the back door here.
Hell yeah.
Down the plane for us. All right, we got to get an answer before we
I'll
get
take it. Sean had a good game. $14 for 25, 109. I had 2 kills. Yeah. 96. TN ain't had shit. ETN had 40 yards. That was big. He ain't got no touchdown. He ain't getting no TD neither. That
We
was
ain't getting
big.
no touches. We gotta get emo touches.
What you doing?
I gotta run around this corner. That's really why I went for 2.
Nah,
Got right back though.